Good evening. Good evening. We are here with the HBCU Power Hour with none other than Dr. Clyde Lewis of Florida Memorial University. And we got our co-host, the beautiful Desra Arrington.
Hey y'all.
Good night. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk about Florida Memorial and that's how we want to get our kids down there to paradise. Why would you want to go to combine your education, your post-secondary education, with a 4-year vacation?
Hmm.
Why would you want to do that? Well, I wish if I had that opportunity. Well, then again, how far are you from South Beach? And
Um,
walking.
so, Walking distance, I would. I mean, if you're a marathon runner, yes, it's walking distance. But we're about a 15-minute car ride from South Beach.
15-minute car ride.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. What would you say to somebody from Pittsburgh? Where you actually from, Miss Dr. Lewis?
Well, I've been in South Florida since 1997. Originally, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. So I
Nice.
moved here to go to college. I'm as Floridian as they come.
Okay, so you've been in tropical weather all your life.
Yeah, I don't do snow. Sorry.
So when you come up here to Pittsburgh, what's wrong, Desiree?
Man, neither do I, but I'm up here.
Yeah. Now I might do some snow for what is it? The Permanente brothers.
Oh,
Okay.
what's it?
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Uh, I
Okay, I
might do
see
snow
you.
for that.
What about the Permani brothers? Now you know we put our coleslaw and French fries and meat all in our sandwiches all at
Yeah,
once because we don't have time to sit down and eat. So we got to put everything in the sandwich because we
yeah.
always want to go.
That's on my bucket list. Don't worry, I'll fulfill it.
All right, so you definitely would do it next month.
All right.
I'm 18 years old. I have a 3.5 GPA, and I want to major in what's it is nursing. Everybody seems like everybody want to major in nursing. Do you have a nursing program or a dual agreement for nursing?
Yeah, we do. So we have most students will start off in what's called biology, which helps you fulfill the prerequisites for a nursing program. So those are going to be things like every student has to take things like English, biology, chemistry, your anatomies, microbiology, and then we do have a dual degree program with I believe it's FIU. So you start with us and end up at FIU, which is within proximity to our campus. And the students should be done in less than 4 years if they stay on track.
That's what I'm talking about. Desiree?
I also saw that there was a cybersecurity and a couple of other things that in the liberal arts that Florida Memorial offers as well. Let's talk to even okay. I'm a transfer student and I want to transfer to Florida Memorial. Um, what programs do you have offering to transfers?
So what's nice is that all majors are offered to our transfer students. So a little fun fact about Florida Memorial, we actually are directly next to an airport. So we actually own an aircraft and have an aviation
Yeah, nice.
program. So I've seen some of our transfer students going into aviation. You mentioned cybersecurity and computer science. There's definitely an absence of minorities in the STEM fields, which we're
Yes.
hoping to help fill that void.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we also have majors like criminal justice. We actually have a social justice institute on campus that focuses on, you know, issues that impact our community. And then the Trayvon Martin Foundation is actually located in our library because Trayvon Martin's mother is actually an alumni of Florida Memorial
Oh,
University.
oh
So,
wow.
yeah. So there's a lot on campus. And then speaking of our aviation program, the first black pilot to fly solo around the world, his name is Barrington Irving. He actually
Right.
is an alum of Florida Memorial as well. So there's a lot happening on campus. There's a lot to do. We don't want to be that hidden HBCU in South Florida anymore. We want to be loud and proud. Let students know that we're looking to prepare you for the global economy. Whether that be you going back home to Pittsburgh, whether that be you, being able to fill a position overseas. It's our goal to prepare you for the global market, not just, where you're from or where we're located. Because opportunities are right now plentiful. Everywhere is hiring, and we're hungry for students that want to be part of the new wave of professionals.
So let's take a look at Florida Memorial.
The discipline that I learned here at Florida Memorial has helped me in my life now.
Go out in the real world and compete against the best.
One of the greatest investments you can make is in yourself and in your education.
The location, they can't beat that.
My campus experience here is phenomenal.
What HBCU school do you know that has an aviation program?
If you're looking for that family atmosphere, that home away from home, this is the school for you.
Florida Memorial University has prepared me to be that great individual for the future.
Lecturers here are very good, and then they really know what they're doing. Basketball and academics. That's why I chose Florida Memorial University.
All my professors, they're my mentors, and I look up them as role models.
And I have one that I know she supports me as a player, as a person, and as a student.
We don't just leave our students when they graduate. We encourage them. We help them along the way.
We will get them where they want to go. Any student who wants to come to Florida Memorial will get a great education. We will see to that.
And we have produced premier educators and leaders in their respective fields.
I want to be remembered by my students for making sure they don't give up.
So why FMU?
Why Florida Memorial?
Why Florida Memorial University?
This is a place you come to engage, explore, and innovate.
We give you a promise and a future.
So that's an Afro-Latina. It gave me the option to connect to my roots.
Because it's a vibe.
And you're definitely going to get the opportunities that you're looking for.
Why FMU? Nurturing academic excellence and career success.
A place where you can own your own excellence. Go Lions!
All right, we need to unmute our mics real quick. But yes, okay, I'm convinced. I'm sold. Like, I'm ready to go. Where do I sign up? I already have my bachelor's degree. But okay, so yes, I reign from North Carolina, A&T State University. So again, like I said, the cold isn't for me, even though you get all 4 seasons in North Carolina. That 4th season, that winter, it comes and goes so fast. So it's like, okay, you're gonna take the good with the bad. But for those who are watching, Miami, there's a lot going on there, and you had spoken about the economy, and I think that's a good pinpoint because Miami has all kinds of people there. You got islanders, you got people from all walks of life coming together, and like you said, getting that education and having a global impact, is very important. But what about the feel? So when I get on campus, is it a large campus? Is it a small campus? Are my teachers going to come knock on my dorm door? Like, you ain't been here in a day or two? Or, am I just another number?
Right. So, I mean, that's a great question because I think that's something that's very relevant with students today. They want to feel like they're part of a community, right?
Right.
They want to truly feel like this is their home away from home. So to answer your question, yes, we do have that small campus feel. We have about 16 to 20 students per class. So, what does that mean to a student, to a family? It really means that you have access to faculty members for things like office hours, internship and research opportunities. What I like about our campus, when I first came on campus, I would actually hear students calling, people by the, even people on our custodial staff, they would call them, Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so. So there's that definite continuation of the culture of respect and then, respecting your elders that I think within our community, we've instilled it in our kids. And it's definitely a family vibe. Like I'm just surprised at how quickly people have learned my name. People have known my face, even beneath a mask. As far as like the feeling of our campus, what I like is that the campus feels very safe. There's only one way in, one way out, which is through security, through a gated entrance. So we always have a good idea of who's on campus at all times. But at the same time, students are allowed the opportunity to have a good time and be college students. So yes, it's safe, but we understand that people want to have fun while they're in college. They want to experience things and explore things. But yes, it's a small campus, 44 acres, but you do feel like you're at home.
I'm sorry, I had myself muted. I see you got your football team back, the NAIA. You only playing, what is it, 5 teams?
Yeah, I mean, this past maybe 2 weeks ago, we had a surprise game, like a crosstown rival, not really crosstown, they're like 2 miles away, that had an opening in their schedule. We had an opening in our schedule, so we played against them. But, we've played against schools. Last week we played a school from Tennessee. This week we played another Florida school. I think in a week we head up to Alabama. So, it's good that football is back.
Hold on, Alabama to play who?
Not Alabama, but one of the smaller schools in Alabama. I don't recall the name, but they're NAIA, not the Alabama we're thinking about.
Okay, I thought it was Alabama. I thought it was my Hornets. I went to Alabama State. I
don't think it's Alabama State. No. Okay. But we're back after 60 years. It's good. It's definitely good. It's sort of been a nice compliment to campus, and to match that, we've also had the marching band, come to campus, which they're doing very well.
So I was thinking, let's if we could, let's take a look at your football team.
All right.
So we definitely got a this is it. Let's see.
Bicycle, bicycle, away we fly.
Today in Babson Park, Florida, the Florida Memorial Lions fell once again to the Weber International Warriors. But of course, that's not the whole story. After a 62-year absence, Florida Memorial is now playing football again. And of course, they brought a juggernaut as the head coach. Ike Harris believes he can turn the corner and have the Lions competing on the national scale before too long. While the world of HBCU football is shut down for fall 2020, one team stands alone and actually playing games this fall, the Florida Memorial Lions. After a 62-year absence in collegiate football, FMU is back and playing in the NAIA's Mid-South Conference, Sun Division.
Let's go, Lions. Let's go.
On September 19th against Ave Maria, freshman receiver Markel Lee scored the first touchdown for the resurgent football program. And here is the second modern-era touchdown for the Lions against the Weber International Warriors. The Lions are in good hands as former Morgan State University coach Ernest T. Jones is guiding the athletic department, and legendary coach Tim Ice Harris, who had considerable success coaching high school football in Miami, is at the helm of the Lions squad.
With the way we're playing, we have to continue to keep working, keep being committed to what we're doing, and keep understanding the process in terms of, the effort that we all have to do. I said from coaches and players, everybody that's involved with our organization, we all have to make sure that we continue to put up better effort to make sure we flip what's happening here. You know, consistently each week we find out we're better than the school board. But we just got to be able to do it on the football field. We have yet to do that at this point. But we're excited. We're going to continue to keep working. We're not going to give up. We're not going to quit. We're going to keep driving and keep chopping and making sure that we're going to come together and have an opportunity before it's all over with and have a shot at this conference championship.
Oh, very excited. It's truly the next day at Florida Memorial University. To be able to bring football to South Florida, to be able to bring it to the community of Miami Gardens, it's very exciting for us at Florida Memorial. Being the only HBCU playing football, you don't have to travel 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours to play football. You can play football right here in Miami Gardens in South Florida. We give a great education, great academics at Florida Memorial University, great leadership. As you can see, we have all the things that you need to be successful on a football field. Although it was 62 years ago, we totally expect to be competing in this league in the next 2 to 3 years.
Bubble screen number 19.
Football is tough enough, and restarting a program like FMU will have its share of bruises. The Lions are off to an 0-3 start, but Harris says that will not define his team.
We just got to keep chopping, keep going out there and looking inside ourselves. We're finding out now like who we are, who we need to be. We got to keep working toward that. Keep staying together as a unit. God has put us in the process of sports that, we glad for him to have given us the opportunity to play. Not just we praise God when we win, we want to make sure we praise him when we lose. We want to make sure we show him the process that we're going to keep working in his name to continue to grow, as a team. We're going to make this turn. We're going to turn the corner.
Well, I thank God every day that I get to wake up and go to practice and be out here with my guys and playing the sport I love, because so many of my brothers do not get to do that. So it's a blessing. I mean, this part of it is just part of the process. We trust in Coach Ice. We believe in Coach Ice, and we just have to execute. Coach Ice has us. He gives us the mindset we can run through a wall as long as he's there. So we really believe, and we just got to get into that. We got to trust the process. We have to execute as players. The guys in the office are doing everything they can. We have to execute as players.
Let's go again.
All right, look at that. Coach Ice had preached his mask off. Did you see him? He ain't playing around down there, is he? Now, with football, but always now, we got to get that halftime show in, right?
For sure.
Now, let me ask you, the NAIA, is it still under the NCAA rules?
They're a little different in their regulations, just slightly different. But they kind of almost mirror the NCAA rules, because when you're NAIA, sometimes you want to look at moving into NCAA.
All right, so let me ask, if we have students up here that do they still have to go to the NCAA clearinghouse to play football at Florida Memorial?
No, they'll go to NAIA. They have their own regulation entity that they go through.
All right, and is it more strenuous than NCAA?
I'd say it's less strenuous than NCAA. NCAA is very specific.
Okay, they say y'all getting ready to move up to within 2 to 3 years. You think you will be coming to the MEAC or you coming to the SWAC?
That I can't speak on. That would be all up to our athletic director and his staff. So I don't want to put any pressure on him.
Okay, we would love to see you in the SWAC.
Right.
But let's see what that marching band look like.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, we got to see what that marching band look like. So, you know, everybody do the halftime.
I just been informed that Florida Memorial University's band has been nominated as the second best band among HBCUs in the nation. How exciting. Considering that I started the band 1 year ago, I did not anticipate that we would have this level of national notoriety so soon. But this is a testament to Mr. Richard Beckford and his team for their dedication and hard work to our students. Thanks to our students, our band members, for your level of commitment. This simply means that we're bringing the HBCU vibe here to South Florida. Go Lions.
I am so excited today as the director of bands here at Florida Memorial University to receive the honor of being one of the nation's best bands, according to our peers in the band world. As a newly founded HBCU band program here in South Florida, we're just excited to be amongst the many outstanding band programs that are out there, many programs who have been a part of Florida A&M University, programs that we've watched for years, Jackson State, Southern University, Grambling, so many others, A&T, all the ones that have come along in the last few years. And we're just excited that we have the opportunity through our outstanding president who has a vision to build a band program and to have the HBCU experience here in South Florida. So again, I'm just so excited to be acknowledged amongst some of the best out there in the HBCU world, and we're so grateful and just excited about our students having this opportunity.
Dr. Lewis?
Yes, sir.
That gentleman said, voted the second best band of all HBCUs.
In Division 2 of bands.
In Division 2 of bands.
Yeah, so I know what you're thinking. There's the North Carolina A&T, there's the Grambling. So we're in the division beneath them when it comes to bands.
Like Central, Tuskegee, Miles Purple Machine.
Right.
Division 2 bands.
Right. So that's according to ESPN. No bias there. That's what ESPN told us. So we'll go with it.
You know what I want to ask? I know y'all got some money down there in South Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do give band scholarships. Yes, we do have students that participate in the band that are on scholarship.
Okay, now some throughout the year, could we arrange where we can probably do a Skype audition or a Zoom audition with some of our band students here?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You can always reach out to me, and what I'll do is I'll connect you with the band. The band has an amazing administrative assistant who sort of like does all the legwork and finding the awesome students that are on the band. So for sure, I mean, I'm in this day and age, we have to be flexible, right?
Right, exactly. And we try to get kids with all 3 A's. We try to help the every child is academic, artistic, and athletic. Some is just more of ones than the other, right? So yes,
Right.
focus on, the academic scholarships, the athletic scholarship, but nobody, we got the artistic scholarship usually get looked over. In a marching band, there are close to 400 people in a marching band, right?
Yeah, and our band is close to 200, I think, and growing.
Right. Out of that 200, I'm willing to bet you about 70% of them is on some type of scholarship, right?
Yeah, some piece. Yeah, that's why they're there.
And out of that 70%, less than 5% of them is even music majors.
Correct. And what's good is that that's something to keep them on campus, something to keep them engaged, something to keep them,
Right.
give them a sense of purpose. They'll probably graduate at a higher rate than any other students.
Exactly. But I will tell you, if I was 18, I would love to go to MAN. But I don't know if I will ever see an inside of a classroom being in South Florida. There are the temptations. You said 15-minute drive to South Beach.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, I live in South Florida. I've been to South Beach twice. So, it's just like my colleagues that live in Orlando. They've been to Disney World 3 times, and they look at me crazy when I say I'm going.
Well, that's because you're from there, it's no big deal from you.
Exactly.
But for kids coming in from the Steel City, down there, Flamingos. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta ask you this. All right. Lizards. What are those iguanas and alligators and let's talk about the wildlife there in South Florida.
All right. So on our campus, there's no alligators, but we do have a lot of iguanas that live around our lake. But believe it or not, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. Usually when I walk by, they what's the word? They get their Usain Bolt on and they head for the water. And you know, I mean, I'm 6'1". I'm a little, you know, maybe I'm intimidating, but you know, but usually when I walk by, they run the other way.
All right, now let's talk about them snakes.
Snakes I have never seen on campus. Have I seen them in Florida? Yes. But you know, I go out jogging every night, and I've seen a snake in the past year once, and it happened to be dead.
And that's the perfect type of snake as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you know, I have some competitors in the HBCU world. You know, that's their mascot, so I don't want to go there. You know, with you know.
Yeah, they be up there in October. I make sure.
Okay.
So that y'all in fact I should put y'all right next to each other.
I don't know. Lion and a snake, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Right. And I think that question was on last week's Kahoo game. The HBCU was overran with rattlesnakes that they made their mascot. In fact, I believe that is the only college, whether HBCU or PWI, that have a rattler as a mascot.
Yeah, I can't think of any others.
And we have who's that? Hbcu represent Norfolk University. All right, so we only doing one school. We was doing 2 schools per show, but Desmond suggested that we only do one. So I was wondering, y'all ready to do how's your trivia, Dr. Lewis?
How's my trivia? I don't know. It depends on the subject. If it's Jeopardy, I'm gonna lose.
How's your different world trivia?
Different world? Listen, it's been so long since I watched that. I work in higher ed. I work long hours.
Okay, so
I can identify probably the characters, but not the details.
Hold on, let's get this up. All right. If y'all want to play, then go to PIN number. Go ahead and log in and put in 734-4130. Come on, Denise, Tiffany, Lori, Danielle. Come on, Dr. Lewis. Let's see. And I'm not even going to have you sing the school song because you've only been there for 6 weeks.
Even if I was there for a year, you wouldn't want to hear me sing it.
Oh, sure we do.
Nah.
Okay, we got Anthony Brown from the United Negro College Fund, National Alumni. Oh, Central State, you know who that is. That's Jeff. Come on, Denise. Come on, Des. Des, I know you last week, Dr. Lewis, the millennials did quite well when we did the school days trivia. And who is
really?
Oh yes. I didn't think they were able to.
They were probably Googling, that's what it is.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. No, they got 2 screens.
Are you coming on, Doc?
It's making me sign up and create an account. You might have to do
No, you just got to go to the one that says log in. You don't have to create an account. And just put in that PIN number.
All right.
I think the rest might be scared to join.
Yeah, it won't let me through for some reason.
All right, you're not going on? Okay, there go Clark Atlanta. Let's hit it. What was Whitley's maiden name on the show?
I'm
be fast.
connecting right now.
Number 5, Gilbert. Everybody got that one, but who got it the fastest? Anthony Brown. There we go. What nickname did Dwayne's mom give him? Okay. All right, Denise, you're moving up. What was the name of the owner of the pit? Somebody put Virgil Tibbs. Let's. Okay. Dean Davenport is the dean of what? Okay. Student affairs. Somebody please beat Anthony Brown. Who plays Kim's father on the show? Dad, I'm impressed. You hold in second. Uh-oh. I think this might be your mom playing in your place. What was Dwayne's favorite dessert his mother made for him? That prune cobbler. Okay, still. What was Whitley's father's profession? Okay. Double point. Who was Freddie in love with when she first started on the show? Double point. What did Dwayne's mother often call Whitley? And the last question is, what famous actor did Whitley have a crush on? And a winner. There you got on the board this time. Still and always, Anthony H. Brown, the host of the HBCU House Party and the national president of the United States Party. All right. So before we go ahead and close out this show, we want to give it to you.
Go.
And you let us know exactly when
I'm
you come up October. What is your plans? How many students you plan on taking back, and how much money you giving?
All right. Well, I mean, regarding students, I mean, I hope I could bring back, an Amtrak train full of students, right? But as far as scholarships,
Can't go to A&T and don't know.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. All right, go ahead.
That's all right. But yeah, I mean, of course, we want as many students from your area as possible. In terms of money, I mean, I'm going to do a little bit of digging to see what we can come up with in terms of providing your students with opportunities, because we know for students and their families, affordability is probably topic number one. And we'll also look to see what we can do in terms of showcasing some of the opportunities in the area for students in terms of like internships, research, sort of why FMU, why would I, and for parents, like what good is an FMU degree going to be for my students? So, what we plan to come equipped with, I should say, are those facts. And again, like trying to make things affordable. And what's nice is that our tuition is already within reach. We're right around $24,000 a year. That includes room, board, tuition, food, books, and my favorite part so far is that the food is a buffet: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we're going to try to bring as many opportunities your way as possible, and also look to see what opportunities we can provide your students with in terms of visiting campus in groups.
So let me ask you this: if we could get them down there, would you house them for a visit?
At the moment, yeah, we're able to. In terms of what, like for a visit?
Yes. If we could get them down there on a visit,
right?
Could you house them?
That we have to do some research on, only because we've modified our housing for what we call COVID capacity. Normally we have 4 in a room, but we've cut that down to 2. Just out of an abundance of caution. So we're always wary of the fact that students may not want to house a guest or a visitor for that reason. We would want them to be on campus, but those are definitely things we'd have to look into to see if that's a possibility. So I can't really say yes or no at the moment.
Okay, so that'll be some things we can look into. Dr. Lewis, I'm looking forward to building with you for this school year. We're going to not only we got you on the show, not only for the college fair, we also want to get you in some of our classrooms. Since we're in this virtual space, we want to go ahead and use it because a lot of our HBCUs is a lot closer. That's the one good thing this COVID did bring. They brought us a lot closer through technology. So at any given time, you could be at inside any one of our classrooms.
Got it. Yeah. So I'll definitely connect with you. Definitely want to get your advice on what to do once I hit the ground, or once we hit the ground in Pittsburgh. So I'll definitely be in touch, and I appreciate your hospitality.
We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to having you. And I believe you did get the information for the hotels that you could stay in, that we have blocked rooms out for you.
Okay. But I'll reach out to you in any event, just if I can't find any of that information, now that we've connected.
All right, thank you. Next week at the HBCU Power Hour, we will have Lachey Bledsoe of Tougaloo College in Tougaloo, Mississippi. Until then, y'all have a good evening.